Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Thoughtful Leaders. Today we have with us Dr. Shilpi Agrawal ma'am, who is the Director Academics at the Institute of Business Studies and Research. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sridev. A very good afternoon to you, and thanks to everyone to listen me.
All right, let's start with the questions. The first question, you have held key positions at education institutes throughout your professional career. What are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector?
Thank you, Sridev, for your question. Basically, I can say that education sector gives me a great opportunity where I can able to chisel the young brains and able to carve futuristic and responsible citizens out of them. And most important is that I have a great passion to interact with the youth. And from the last 2 decades, whatever the experience I have in audit, in education industries, that I want to share with them so that it will be fruitful for them also. And I'm also getting lots of knowledge and experiences. I'm enriching with that.
All right. Okay, next question. Being the Director Academics of IBSAR, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your institute?
Okay, so for this, I can say that as our institute is basically a USP, is about academics. Our major emphasis or the highest emphasis we are giving on our delivery of futuristic education to students, because our belief is that our successful students are our greatest brand ambassadors. And at present, if you will see, we are known for our academic. So that is my main strategy, that I have to give major emphasis on our academic, where the major focus is about to strengthen their foundation. It's not about the flourishy form, they have to go ahead. If their foundation is good, their content is good, automatically they can improvise themselves. So that has been well accentuated by the fact that we have been generating from the last many years. Now it is 15 years we had completed. Every year we have the university toppers from each and every department. Either it is BBA, it is our MBA, it is our BCA. Every year from every department in the university, from our college, the gold medalists are coming. So not only as per the degree they are a gold medalist or they are the toppers, but if you will talk to them, then you can realize that how much their basics, their content is, they have a clarity and they are well prepared for the market also.
All right. Next question. The education systems in India and other foreign countries are structured very differently, as we all know. In your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your institute?
Okay. So at present, not only a traditional method we are occupying, but our education is also based on the latest technologies. That at present also in COVID-19, as you can see, that everyone is on a virtual mode. So we are also on a virtual mode, but not only that, that we are providing a content or the syllabus, whichever is required, but with that we are doing lots of practical live projects, the simulations we are doing, and our major emphasis is on where the students have a practical application. They can interact with the industry, and whatever the industry is demanding, based on that, students are being well prepared. So we are emphasizing on webinars, we are emphasizing on the MDPs, we are emphasizing on the teachers trainings, about the faculty development programs we are conducting. So these are the certain practices we are incorporating where it is beneficiary for the students, and that is basically the mantra of IBSAR, that emphasis is not only a content which is written in a syllabus, but preparation of the student based on a practical application which the industry, which the corporate, which our economy is demanding.
Okay. How does the curriculum of IBSAR ensure the best practice of industry?
Okay, for that, we are doing lots of guest lectures. We are doing number of seminars. We are conducting workshops by the seasoned and versatile professional from various industries. At present, we had conducted a seminar from the IIM Kolkata where they have discussed about the digital marketing, and the most of the students, they are being benefited by that, and they also, because of COVID-19, they are not able to reach, but they are selected to participate there also. This is the manner which we are conducting our curriculum. And not only that, our regular community work, the CSR work the students they are doing, they are associating with the Balwadi, they are associated with an Anganwadi. At present, we have an association with Teach India also, where the students, they are associating with these people, they understand about the society also, and we are giving a training to the students where they get the leverage by being an empathetic youth of the nation.
All right. Next question. Any insights into how your institute could be more welcoming to students of different races and economic backgrounds?
Yes, we at this institute, we offer a scholarship to our alumni where they offer higher education, as also we has given full waiver of fees for certain economically weaker sections of the society also. And the idea behind such a noble cause is that to facilitate the participation of all the sections of the society in nation building, not only about a certain class of people, but anyone or any student or any person who is willing to learn, who have a keen or who are eager to learn about this courses, we are most welcoming to them, and whatever the possibility is there where we can help them, we are always trying for that.
Okay, great. Next question. What do you think are your roles and responsibilities to the institute and the students?
Okay, so for that I can say, while facilitating the students and leading the team for the proactive steps being taken, I ensure my primary responsibility remains towards chiseling the youth to transform into progressive managers. And I ensure to bring out the entrepreneurial skills of our students as well. And additionally, I can say I ensure the all-round development of my students. So I organize lots of CSR activities for them where they understand how they are be a part of society and how they have to behave in a society and in what manner. So this is accentuated by the fact that our students have been successful in varied areas of work, not as an entrepreneur, not only as a manager. They are acting, they are at present, they are acting in Bollywood also, they are as a singer also, and they are associate themselves as a dancer also. So you can see at present in each and every field, they are being related with that. So somewhere I feel here and there I fulfill some of my responsibilities.
Oh, that's great. All right. Next question. What would you like people to know about your institute that they might not already know of?
Okay, so for this I can say I would like to express that at this institute we conduct the case study sessions. We conduct presentations. Our executive director, Dr. M.L. Monga sir, he personally is taking presentation session. Our dean, Dr. Shumita Sarkar ma'am, she is a researcher. She is personally give a lots of emphasis to students to give a proper practice on each and every content. We are organizing number of debates, business plans also, and is about group discussion, which impart contemporary corporate and global knowledge to the students. So this institute has also been participative in number of CSR activities and initiatives is being taken from our side for number of social causes.
All right. Next question. What do you see as IBSA's greatest strengths?
Okay, greatest strength is about the quality of inputs in academic delivery. With foresighted and futuristic approach by all the faculty members and our mentor, Dr. Emil Monga sir, and our researcher, Dr. Shumita Sarkar ma'am, our placement department who is giving the full assistance regarding the placement of the students and when they are going for their interview or for their final job. At the time what the delivery of lectures conducted by the faculty members, the preparation is held by personally Dr. Monga sir by himself. That we can say it is a greatest strength where we build the foundation of the students in that manner that they can able to make their stand anywhere wherever they are interacting and approaching.
All right, great. Next question. What are some of the biggest challenges you see both for higher education in general and for IBSAR specifically?
Everywhere there are challenges and we have to take that challenges as an opportunity. So same is for our organization. The biggest challenge for the higher education sector in general and our institute in particular is to be reachable to our students in the current global scenario. That is the biggest challenge. Therefore, we have ensured that that no single day should be wasted in delivering to our students. Every single day we can able to give a good input to the student, whatever the scene is there, whatever the scenario will be there, that we never try to cancel the sessions. Anyway, we are trying to just scope up the thing by giving a good inputs. At present in virtual mode where we are, number of time we are facing a problem because of the internet connection, because of some issues also. But even though by any mode or any way we are trying that we can reach over to our students and help them, and they have to understand about the professionalism and discipline. So to facilitate this, we have incorporated latest infrastructure so to ensure regular conduct of academic sessions for our students.
All right, great. Next question. How do you tend to establish a healthy relation and environment in your institute?
So anywhere you can see, Sridev, the most important thing is that we have to respect to everyone. Same here in our organization, we ensure we respect for all, either it is the student, either it's the faculty, either it is our housekeeping staff, either it's any department. We are following the level of hierarchy so as our students may inculcate the same on their responsibility also. Rather, inclusion of all is a way of execution by our management, which surfaces in the environment and bring in healthy relation among all and who are directly or indirectly associated with the institute as like our visiting faculties or the people, those who are coming from the corporate world. They feel about that they are on a right place and they feel it's a place where they can able to share their inputs properly. So we have a very congenial relation with each other where we respect every one of us.
Okay. Now, last but not the least, any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students of the world?
Okay, I only want to say one thing and giving a suggestion. The youth to keep believing in their forte. Whatever the forte they have to believe in their forte. They have to develop their skill. Main is important. They have to work on the foundation and basic. That is the most important thing. Not only about the flourishy way they have to prepare themselves. They really have to work on the foundation. And this has garnered further importance in the global current scenario when hope, compassion, empathy, and courage should be in the forefront for any youth to derive the best out of their personal and professional life. So the most important is the thing that they have to work on their basic foundations.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for spending some of your valuable time with us.
Thank you, Sridev, to you for welcoming me and giving an opportunity so that I can share my thoughts with you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.